Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reacting to Freddy vs. Jason, their song More Than Burns, which is a parody of the song More Than Words. Now, Freddy and Jason are two of the Slasher Street Boys, which is a parody group of the Backstreet Boys. And this is going to be interesting because there actually is a movie, Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street versus Jason V from Friday the 13th series. So it's going to be interesting to see these two singers go at it. If you notice in the Slasher Street Boys reactions, it's mostly Jason and Freddy that are singing with the accompaniment of Michael from the Halloween series. So let's get straight into it.
Freddy vs. Jason.
So that was the music video, and it was horrifically hysterical. Jason and Freddy definitely make a good pairing, and I feel like this video was definitely based on the movie about them instead of the whole franchises put together. But on to the video. I just love how there's actually two interpretations you can really take of this. More of a a mother or father over a son, like Jason's relationship. So instead of his mother, it's Freddy, and then you could also interpret it as like a gay kind of love between the two of them. Um, in basis of your love for me is real now. So even if you've seen the movie, you can still have like these two interpretations. And I actually went back and forth. I know the music video seemed to be pushing more towards Freddy becoming Jason's mother instead of like his lover or his frenemy friend, kind of turned enemy like they were in the movie. But I just love how this story seems to focus on Jason. A majority of the clips were indeed of Jason's side of things, so it would be interesting if they did like a original song based on Freddie's point of view. And it's a nice musical, narration of the story. And I just love how it's in black and white. Um, I guess you can say like Jason's represents one color, Freddy represents the other color. Um, Definitely, they can be polar opposites in that Freddy interrupts your dreams, kills in your dreams, where Jason kills mainly at night, but he can kill during the day. I'm not sure who that Laurie is supposed to be. When I think of Laurie, I think of Halloween, Laurie Strode against Michael Myers. So it did say it was a child killer, which I don't remember from the original Friday the 13th series. So again, this is probably just based off of the Freddy vs. Jason movie. And as for the musicality, it is definitely a lot different than the Slasher Street Boys. Kind of more of a slow, almost country-like melody, which is something I associate more with Leatherface, aka the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. But Jason is able to carry that, calmness, that almost persuasion. As a saying, Freddy, we've been through all this. You may be my friend, you may be my enemy, but I am telling this tale, and I thank you for accompanying me because Jace, because Freddie mostly just sat there playing the guitar, which was nice that Jason was taking over a majority of the time because, as I said, the song felt very much his story. And then personally, I didn't like the mother there. I'm thinking that's the mother, but it, I personally would have her taken out because, she's there in the background, kind of just like watching him. I guess it's supposed to represent the fact that she actually controls him, but just it didn't fit, in my opinion, that she was there. And then some of the camera angles were a little odd. Like, they did go back and forth between almost a side portfolio of Jason and then not really of Freddy. Freddy's kind of more like in the background, and then they have the ones where they're in front of them so you can see them completely. But yeah, so that was interesting. I love how Jason's holding his I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a machete, but that is his weapon of choice. He and Michael Myers both use some type of knives. Ghostface from the Scream series, he kind of uses a knife, but that's not, from what I remember, his primary method of murder. Where the knife is definitely Jason's and Michael's weapon of choice, and then of course Freddy has his claws. And then finally, I love how they incorporated Crystal Lake. They have the sign there on set, "Welcome to Crystal Lake," which is definitely a nod towards all the Friday the 13th series movies. And then I like just the little touches, like we see Jason's mask on the ground. I'm not sure if that was before he was resurrected by his mom or after he died in the original series. But that was a nice little nod to his movie. And then personally, sorry, I'm actually looking through the video again. It looks like a couple of scenes, like "What did you say when I took those blades away?" It was really the only time that they showed any reference to Freddy's movies, because a lot of Freddy's fight scenes, especially in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, take place in kind of that boiler room. So that was a nice little nod to his film. And overall, I loved everything about this. And actually, I'm looking at the costuming, and on the side portrait shots of Jason, you can actually see like a little detail, like his face was burnt. If I remember correctly, he was born with a disformity that didn't cause that. That might have been like a Phantom of the Opera kind of effect, where that came afterwards. It actually reminds me of Phantom of the Opera, because Eric the Phantom has with his eyes that never grew, has a similar mark right there. So the costuming is very simple, very basically showing the movie. Yes, it's not the striped shirt that Freddy wears in his films, but it's very simple. And then Jason's basically wearing the same that he does in his films. And as I said, I like that little detail on his I'm not sure if that's a birthmark or if that's a scar. And then finally, we have the lyrics, which goes back to what kind of relationship Freddy and Jason have. If I remember correctly, in the films, the song is hinting towards Freddy is basically Jason's mother, and that he's master servant, but then kind of Jason gets fed up with him and I think kills him. I never actually seen the movie. I heard it wasn't exactly the best, so I'm not sure how many of you are going to see that. And I just love how they say burns, as in the physical burning of people in buildings that took place in the movie. However, burns could also represent feelings of, that was wrong of you to burn my heart, it was wrong of you to, cut my face in two. The more burns, the more scars we have on our hearts. The harder we get, the more evil, maybe, in kind of Freddy's mind, we can get. But yes, the lyrics definitely support that this is indeed Jason's tale. Though you could say it is Freddy, because Freddy was physically burnt by, I think in both versions, he is burnt by the parents of his former students or students at that school. So burned could easily represent him, but it could also represent the physical burning that I'm not sure if Jason went through, but he physically burns stuff in his films. So it could be just a reference to both films, especially because if you look back at the costuming, Jason, the makeup is of his burnt face, which is what he's known for. So that could also be up to interpretation what the word burns mean. And then, of course, my favorite line is, who would you have slayed if I had learned to swim that day? Which is a great, great reference to Jason's character, because Jason actually died as a child, drowned. He drowned in the Crystal Lake. And then he was resurrected somehow as an adult. I'm not sure how his mom did that, but he's basically saying, if I didn't drown that day, would I be who I am? And would you be? Because there is one scene in this video of, it looks like maybe Jason is being resurrected by Freddy, aka would have been resurrected by his mom. So again, just a nice reference to Jason's respected films. I don't get what Makiki is supposed to represent. It sounds like a Hawaiian, native Hawaiian saying. If you're Hawaiian and can confirm whether or not this might be like your language or this is just like a makeup saying, feel free to tell me. And yes, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to quickly apologize about the whole Rammstein radio thing. When I first recorded this 2 days ago, it wasn't copyrighted, but then I found that my video was taking forever to process, so upon further investigation, I learned that it was indeed copyrighted and blocked. Why both videos, I'm not sure if that means that the song itself is copyrighted, but that is why that video is so strange. I had such trouble trying to upload it that I didn't want to re-record it and then have that not work either. So that is why I just to cooperate with YouTube's weird copyright thing, I just trimmed out both sections. It was originally supposed to just trim out the original official music video. I don't know why all of a sudden it then decided to copyright the lyrics version. I don't know, but that is why that video is so strange. It is the first problem with Rammstein I've ran into, so I'm not quite sure if this is going to become a problem with Rammstein. I know Sabaton doesn't usually have that problem, if at all, but I'm not sure what the agreement is with Germany regarding YouTube releasing and posting their a ban from Germany's content. So yes, have a great day, everyone.